What exactly does Philippine Business Coalition for Women Empowerment focus on? Kasi maraming areas ang women empowerment.
Yeah.
One is promoting leadership. The other is helping, supporting them establish their own businesses. The other one is information. But kayo, what do you focus on?
Well, as Julia mentioned earlier, our focus is keeping women in the workplace, supporting them to assume leadership positions as, well, if you might put it, employees rather than as entrepreneurs. Okay. That said, we've formed this coalition of large businesses and enterprises, the likes of Accenture, our members, Ayala Land, Magsaysay Land, Meralco, etc. We now have about 18 members. So these companies commit to promote workplace gender equality in the workplace. Okay, so how does that work? For example, first, among other commitments that they might adopt will be to hire a certain percentage of women across the board. Second, to promote women to rise to leadership positions, even up to CEO. Third, to provide women with the support such that, as you described earlier, they will not fall off what we call the pipeline. That as they rise through the organization, even if they have families, even after they take care of children, companies provide them the support so that they continue to maintain a career. In fact, even within PBC, we recognize the so-called stereotyping, hindi ba? That women's roles is this and men's roles are this. So we try to ingrain that into the family setting. We did also develop what we call a family leadership module, where we deal with families here. Actually, this came about because Doris Magsaysay, whose Magsaysay Lines is one of our members, said, a lot of my business has to do with putting people in boats, seafaring people. But the woman is left behind to run the family. Yeah. And the absence of the male puts a different context into so we develop a family leadership module which includes all members of the family, where we try to discard, or rather eliminate this stereotyping attitude, so that even the children in the we kind of treat the family as a business. They put together their own business plan, strategic plan, etc. What roles are they going to play in the family, regardless of gender? So through that process, through this module, through this training, we're also teaching family members, other than the spouses, the husband, but even their children, to understand that the roles of women in the family are not what you see outside and what has been stereotyped. So that concept begins to be ingrained even at the family level, with the children together with the couple or the partners who lead the family.
PBCWE itself, in its membership, we have a good mix of companies, real estate. We do have some advertising and PR firms. We have holdings companies. We have telecom. So it's quite a good mix. But when you talk about really looking at, influencers, the larger social context, PBCWE also works with Investing in Women, which is also funded by the Australian government. And they do work largely around breaking stereotype. There's a whole program that's dedicated to dismantling sort of long-held gender stereotypes, how women are portrayed in advertising, in mass media. That's really something we're trying to address. PBCWE itself has had some conversations with PR firms, advertising firms, and also some associations of those firms to try and see how we can work together to sort of change the way women are being portrayed, but also how women are treated in those firms itself, because you have to start somewhere, and so if you want to change how women are being portrayed by those kinds of companies, then you have to also look at how women are being treated advanced, protected, valued in those companies themselves.